Hello everyone and welcome to the Perfume Realm. My name is Manahil and today's video is going to be my top 10 recommendations for fall fragrances. But before we get started, I just wanted to say, if you are interested in joining the realm, I highly suggest clicking the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you can stay up to date on everything that is happening here. When you guys subscribe to me, you are supporting me, you are helping me grow, and it tells me that you guys are enjoying my content. So I really do appreciate every single person who subscribes. Now let's get into the video. So I'm not sure when I am going to be uploading this video, but officially in the northern hemisphere, autumn falls on September 22nd. That is officially when fall begins, and with Chicago weather, you really don't know what you're gonna get. So sometimes it gets really cold really early, sometimes not so much. So I definitely wanted to have a fall fragrance guide out here for you guys so that when you are walking on a crisp autumn morning and the leaves on the trees have fallen and they're kind of crackling and crunching under your feet, you have a beautiful perfume to match your mood and spirit. Now the perfumes I'm going to show you, I tried to do a range so it's not just cozy and comforting fragrances, but it is also fragrances that you could wear on many different occasions in the fall, especially something formal. If you're going out, you know, I wanted to give you guys a range. I am going to start off with a banger. This is Zara's Rich Warm Addictive, and I adore this fragrance. It says it's from the tobacco collection, and you can pick up on a slight tobacco nuance to it, but in reality this is candy sweet. To me, this is a really sweet syrupy scent. There's honey in it, and there's also, I believe, coconut. I might be crazy, but it's so good. So it does have a gourmand nature to it for sure, and like I said, to me the tobacco in the background is just kind of a slight nuance, not really a tobacco fragrance to me at all. It is just a very delicious syrup. That's all it is. Now this one is one of those cozy fragrances that I was talking about. This is when you are bundled up on a cold fall day. Maybe you're at home doing puzzles or doing homework, you know, any type of indoor casual setting. I think that this one is perfect during the fall, and it really just kind of fills you with this happiness and puts you in just a great place. It's not huge when it comes to performance, like the sillage and projection are very minimal. The longevity isn't amazing either. To me it's kind of average, but that is just perfect for an at-home scent. This is also amazing to layer, and I love layering this with different fall fragrances. Alright, next up we are going to do a quick change of pace, and we're going to go to Instant Crush from Mancera. This perfume is so gorgeous. In my opinion, definitely more for a formal occasion, and this is often compared to Baccarat Rouge. And while I find it to be similar to Baccarat Rouge in some aspects, I really do not think that this is a dupe at all. There's saffron in it. This has a kind of sugary sweetness to it. Honestly, I really find this to be a festive kind of a scent. It really makes me feel like I'm at an upscale event. Maybe something that I would consider wearing for Thanksgiving, because my family, I don't know now with the quarantine and corona and everything, but usually my family has a huge get-together on Thanksgiving. I'm talking like 50 plus family members, and for that kind of occasion I think that Instant Crush would be perfect. I usually wear Oud Bouquet on Thanksgiving, but if we were to be having a large get-together this year, if that was going to happen in a perfect world, this would be my Thanksgiving scent of the day. The next fall fragrance that I have is The Only One from Dolce & Gabbana. I am obsessed with this perfume now, and I really wish I had gotten the Intense. I have not smelled the Intense yet, but if it is a more strong version of this one, I need it. Honestly, this is very versatile, but for the fall, it's the best because it's a warm gourmand. It has a coffee note in it. To me, it is a lot more interesting and unique and sophisticated compared to Black Opium and La Vie Belle. I mean, it's often put in the same category, but I think that this one really, to me, was the one that I wanted. When it falls in this category, there's so many florientals or fruity florals or just in general really sweet gourmand fragrances on the market right now. I just find that this one is done the best. I love the composition. The performance isn't huge, like the projection and the sillage is not huge. The longevity to me is average, but there's this beautiful coffee. It's violet, it's vanilla. To me, it smells like there's tonka in here. This is like the little sister of Café Cabanel, which is one that I love. I really want a full bottle of Café Cabanel, and this one is definitely the younger sister. This is a scent that's very cozy, it's very personal. You can wear it for cozy time, but you can also wear it out and about and really dress it up. There's a lot of room to kind of play around with this fragrance. You can layer, you can do so much. I actually think that layering this with Rich, Warm, Addictive might be interesting. I haven't tried it out yet, but it could be an interesting combo. But this one is definitely a beautiful, warm, gourmand fragrance for the fall time. Okay, the next perfume I have is Tom Ford Noir pour Femme. Now this perfume is one that when I first got it, I wasn't super impressed with it because I really thought it was going to play up the kulfi note, and that's not really what happened. To me, it's just not, you know, the perfect representation of kulfi, but you know, it's not meant to be a representation of it. It's supposed to just be a note in this. But anyways, you know, I got this and I kind of put it to the side. I wasn't impressed. And then later on, after testing out a decant of Fève Délicieuse that was sent to me by Perfume Collections and Reviews, Jennifer Latifa, I love you, thank you. I tried out Fève Délicieuse and I found it very similar to Noir. I don't know if I'm going crazy, but to me it seemed very similar to Noir, and so I decided to take it out and try it again, and I fell in love with it. Like, I have been wearing this one a lot and it's not even fall yet, but I do feel like this is perfect for the fall. It is a spiced, yummy gourmand. It has incense in it, so it's definitely kind of dark, perfect for the fall season. It is warm, it has a beautiful cardamom, and I love cardamom, and I believe the cardamom and the creamy vanilla in this is really what inspired the note of kulfi, I guess. But yeah, this is just a beautiful, sweet, spiced scent. The kind of spicy kick that it has to it, these sweet spices. I can see myself wearing this out on a fall night if I was going to dinner or going out and kind of dressed up with my friends, something like that. I definitely think that this would be a perfect one, or to pair with like a black dress. It's just one that I just recently found this kind of seductive value in, and I am hooked. I'm definitely hooked. So this is Tom Ford's Noir pour Femme. Okay, so the next perfume I definitely think will surprise you guys. It is Korloff Gold. Now the reason I think Korloff Gold is perfect for the fall is because of its warmth. This is definitely a skin scent. It really does stick closer to you. However, the longevity is amazing, and it's just this really nice, warm, golden type of a scent. I know it's supposed to be, you know, kind of more of a summery, tropical, coconut type of a scent, really beachy, but to me the level of warmth that this has is one that I find would be very cozy on a fall or autumn evening. Like, this makes me want to go run into a pile of leaves and jump in it and play around in it. I'm not really sure what it is about this scent that really makes it so fall-like to me, but whatever it is, I know that I'm going to be wearing this in the fall, and I really do think that this would be a lovely one to wear during that time, during the colder weather. So in this list, I really wanted to play around with my entire collection and try and pick out some unique choices for the fall, because you know, we hear about a lot of the same ones, but I really wanted to create a range, whether it was price wise or just scent profile wise in general. And the next one that I'm going to show you is Burberry For Men. I have Burberry Woman over there, but I didn't pick that one out. I picked Burberry For Men because this one is a beautiful, smooth woodiness to it. I feel like there's a little bit of vanilla in here. This scent is so comforting and so warm. This smells like a cashmere sweater or a scarf. That's how smooth it is. That's how supple it is. And it's a smoky, woody perfume. So the background is just this kind of smoked woods to it, but it also has that really nice smoothness. This actually smells pretty unisex. It definitely, if anything, leans masculine, but I just find this to be such a sophisticated and elegant scent. I really feel like if I was wearing a nice cashmere sweater, all dressed up, this would be a beautiful perfume to be wearing. It does make me feel put together. The composition is so elegant and well done. The next perfume that I'm sharing with you guys is one that I personally do not favor. However, one of my friends is obsessed with this perfume. I'm probably going to give my bottle to her, and she told me she would get mad if I didn't mention it because she thinks a lot of people would like it. So this one is for you, Gabby. I'm pretty sure most of you are very familiar with the original Pink Sugar. So this is the flanker, I guess, and it is called Gold Sugar. This one is a lot more spiced to me. This one has a little bit of coconut in it. I feel like it is very abrasive. It's not very smooth or well blended. It's a little bit scratchy. It feels like sandpaper to me. Like, it smells like sandpaper. In a way, it kind of reminds me of Korloff Gold, but just without the smoothness that Korloff Gold has, plus with added spices as well, because there is this kind of peppery kick to this one. This kind of smells like if you were to take a pepper shaker and just hold it straight up to your nose and, you know, sniff, take a big inhale. That kind of irritation, that kind of abrasiveness that you would experience in that situation is what I kind of get with Gold Sugar at the top. But that's really what Gabby loves about it. She really loves the kind of kick that it has to it. The next perfume is a newbie to my collection, and this is Alahine from Teo Cabanel. So this perfume I got because it was 60% off, and I had just gone through the entire discovery set of the house and I fell in love with it. By the way, I will be doing an in-depth house review of Teo Cabanel since I was generously sent all of their samples, and I went through all of them, wrote down notes about them, really looked into them, and truly enjoyed the house. So I will be doing a full review of that. So after going through and kind of exploring the house, I did really love Alahine, and seeing that it was 60% off, I decided to take advantage of the deal. And so this perfume is a really nice, smoky, dry incense type of a scent. There are a little bit of spices to it. There's this kind of rouge color to it. Like, I feel like there's a little bit of red in there. But yeah, it's a very warm scent. I find that a lot of incense fragrances have that smoky quality, which I often associate with fall time fragrances, because that's when people really start to get their fireplaces going. That's, you know, when the colder weather is arriving, so you kind of want to be warm. So with Alahine, the beautiful thing is that it has really nice, smooth, almost soothing type of notes. It has sandalwood in here. It has a beautiful buttery iris in here as well. It's a dry composition, but the iris is truly beautiful and buttery, which I love about it. And it also has beautiful, deep, resinous benzoin. And I am telling you, a benzoin fragrance in the fall is just always perfect. It's always the right way to go. So definitely Alahine is going to be one of my fall fragrances. The next perfume that I chose for the fall is El de Lolita Lempicka. Now, if you don't own Lyra or Love and Crime or any one of these really beautiful lemon pastry type of scents, there's also Unknown Pleasures from Kerosene that I love. If you don't own those, this is a great way to go. El de Lolita Lempicka is so delicious. It has a beautiful salty vanilla lemon scent. It's very, very mouth-watering. The opening has this really beautiful playful bitter orange, as well as this really nice cinnamon. There's also Immortelle in here, and Immortelle is a note that kind of has a little bit of a dryness to it like hay, and it also sometimes has a slight sweet touch to it like honey. So El de Lolita Lempicka definitely has the sweetness in it, but it also has this kind of dry hay type of texture to it. It's just perfect to wear when you're going out for lunch, or you know, doing some type of activity during the morning and afternoon in the fall. I can just see myself wearing this. There's that kind of bright zestiness to it. There's also this kind of warm coating that comes from the tonka, the vanilla. It's just a really well constructed scent. It opens up and plays out really beautifully on the skin, and it is definitely a fragrance that I'm excited to be wearing during the fall. The last fall fragrance that I'm going to share is the beautiful Casmir from Chopard. So this perfume actually really reminds me of Ylang. Ylang from Martin Micallef, if you didn't know, is a fragrance that I have that I love. It has a really nice, deep, thick, creamy scent to it. Both Ylang and Casmir actually share a lot of similar notes. They have peach, they have sandalwood, coconut, vanilla, musk, a lot of similar notes, and this one is definitely reminiscent of Ylang. In fact, this one was created far before Ylang was, so I'm not saying that it is a copycat. They just both bear a resemblance to one another. So this one does have that beautiful creaminess. It's not as decadent as Ylang is. I really do think that the musk is elevated a little bit more in this one, which keeps it slightly more airy, but this one also has this beautiful spice to it. The opening has peach and apricot and really makes this kind of this warm peach apricot dessert. This has a little bit of a nuttiness to it. I love this scent, and I think it is a very easy wear and one that is perfect to rock during the fall time, especially if you don't want to have a scent that is overbearing. This one is definitely not overbearing at all. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining me and sharing your valuable time here with me as we chat about perfume. If you enjoyed this video or any of my content, I would love it if you gave this video a like and also shared with a friend. Down below in the comments, tell me what fragrances you're excited to wear during the fall, and also if any of the fragrances that I mentioned in my video is something that you want to wear during the fall time as well. Share it with me, talk to me, and I will talk back. Alright guys, have a good one.